Welcome back. Good Day is positive, local, and fun. And what if you could reflect that? What if you could reflect that in your clothes?
Yeah, that'd be great, right? Well, you can with a local company, Love the People. Bree and Ro Wrozek are the owners, and they join us this morning. And you brought some of your beautiful items here. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, so what is Love the People?
Okay, Love the People is it's ethical, sustainable, and so it's a fashion brand that's 100% organic cotton. It's ethical, it's sustainable, it's fair trade, and it's transparent. What I mean by transparent is every piece is signed by the maker.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you scan the QR code and you get to meet who made your clothes. It puts a face to fashion.
Yeah.
So kind of stepping away from fast fashion and where there are not good things taking place. So this lends money and dignity and purpose to people. So we always said if we wanted to launch this, we have to love people from the very, very beginning. So we couldn't just grab anything. We had to find a manufacturer that we could partner with, which we're still blown away. They said yes to us. we gave them our plan, and we're like, they're never going to say yes. And all of a sudden, we get an email back 2 weeks later, and they're like, we need to hear more about your vision. We think we want to work with you guys.
Wow.
And so it's been incredible.
So what's the inspiration behind the vision that you all have? Because this is more than just fashion, it seems to you. It seems like there's a true purpose behind it. Where does that come from?
Yeah, definitely. When the pandemic happened, he and I were both working in corporate jobs, and one day our office closed down.
Oh my.
So we were left without a path, and we had a little one at home, and this is something that has always been on our hearts to do. Loving people is something that's always been really important to us, and just making sure that everyone that we touch leaves feeling better than when we first walked in the room. And that's what we wanted to teach people. That's the mission we wanted to drive forth, is that love isn't easy. It's not always rainbows and unicorns, in that it's very fierce and it's hard and it's difficult sometimes. But if we can all just kind of have that mentality, the world would be so much better.
Yeah, because we're all different, but that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it is. It's what makes us who we are. And during the pandemic, I think the crazy thing was which understandably everybody was locked up, and we became afraid of each other.
Right.
And I was in the shower in our jacket, speaking to the tiger. I was in the shower, and it sounds silly, but I'm sitting there and I felt this whisper of love hasn't left, it's been asleep, and it's time for us to reawaken it, because even families were nervous to be around, and people forgot how to interact with each other. And so our best friends were like, we know you guys can do this, we want to help you, and they pushed us and we jumped with both feet. It was scary. I mean, we went from full-time jobs in a company car and the 401, you know, the American dream. And then all of a sudden it's the rug's gone and you're falling and you're like, when am I gonna land? You know?
Love hasn't left us, it's just asleep. And
it's been asleep. We have to reawaken it.
That's deep.
I know. Well, and even the definition of love, you know, when we say the word love, we automatically just jump to, oh, it's happy, it's wonderful. But you're so right. I mean, it's not always rainbows and butterflies.
It really isn't.
Let's get into what you have a little bit.
Oh, okay, excellent.
We love the story, but
thank you.
it's about fashion as well, right? So what do we have
Looks
here?
like we got jackets, sweatshirts,
Yes,
t-shirts.
we really have a little bit of everything, and everything is organic cotton aside from our jacket, and everything is signed by the maker. This is one of our most popular pieces. This is the human experience, and it talks about, a lot of our messaging is about the balance of life, and how there are valleys and there are mountains, and there's hard points, incredible joy, the brokenness, but the legacy that you leave is what's most important. So that's what we've been talking about a lot lately, is the legacy.
And you guys,
I love this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
These two are my favorite.
Yeah, that's embroidered. What's amazing is if you go on the website, we have lookbooks. We love photography. We love storytelling, and there's literally a purpose behind every single piece. And we paired that with a gentleman. He's actually a doctor in the city and was one of our models. And we paired this right here with. It was great. We put it under put a collared shirt, put it over top. He was like, "Is this gonna work?" And when he did, he was like, wow, I could wear this to a meeting, you know, at the hospital.
I love
And it was
that.
amazing because it was in that moment he realized it was like, oh, this can, and it was, we want to be generational. And we want to just be for everybody. And that was the important part for us, is so the white, when you were holding the ochre sole, we pieced that with him with a tweed jacket. And he was like, is this gonna work? And I'm like, and I started laughing. He is one of the most incredible human beings, and shout out to Dr. Casabianca. And he's like a father figure to us. He's mentored us for years, and it's just been amazing, the things we've been able to pull off. Go ahead.
Well, this one's really cool. This
Yes.
one this year was featured on ABC's Grownish.
What?
Yeah.
So that
How
was
does that
really
happen?
exciting. That's kind of a funny story. It was before we had even launched. The costume designer found us on Instagram, just our family, and we connected.
Years before we launched. Our daughter wanted to take a selfie. She's holding kitchen tongs and like being silly, and it makes it to the Explorer page.
Yeah.
And this lady liked it and said, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you have a beautiful family, praying you have a great year. And I'm like, this is spam. I looked her up and I'm like, this is
not
spam.
real.
So, and I'm like, you've been nominated for 7 Emmy Awards, and I'm like, you're spam. And so I gave it about a month and I went back to it and I'm like, started digging deeper and I'm like, maybe she's real. Okay. So I started following her. She started following me. When we launched, I posted this on our personal stories, and she said, hey, what's this all about? Maybe I'll use it one day in one of my shows.
What?
And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know how that goes, yeah.
Nearly a year later, it actually happened.
Wow. And you have your daughter to thank.
Yeah, you literally, in kitchen tongs.
In the kitchen tongs.
We
What's
have her to thank
crazy,
for everything.
we want everybody to understand that this is nothing that we forced or made happen. It was just beautiful moment of surrendering what we love to do, and just when a door opens, we walk through it. And it wasn't something that we're like banging down doors for. Bree, tell them about the holding things loosely. It's so beautiful.
Well, that's the thing. Like when you start something, when you build something or birth something, we've had to learn that hustle culture is not really for us, and we've learned to hold things loosely because something can be gone in a day, and your
also
identity
something
can't be
can come
wrapped up in it.
You know, if you're holding on too tight,
Love this.
you can't let go of something that you need to let go of, and it doesn't open space for what needs to come in. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but Steph.
So this shirt is Love is the Legacy. This is our newest collection, and this is in honor of our friend Stephanie Paxton, who we recently lost.
Oh,
thank you.
Sorry to hear that.
So sorry.
So this is her, and
She was our photographer,
and our best friend, and her
she
husband.
launched with
her and her
us.
husband are the ones that pushed us to do this. And we launched, and 2 months later, she passed away.
Man.
So
that's really special.
It is very
yeah,
special.
yeah.
Yes,
But thank you. It's everything that she loved, and it was leaving, like we always say, like this right here. People go, why would you have a skull with grass growing up around it? Well, to us, that's called the even after tank. Like even after your bones have settled into the ground, your legacy lives on, if you like it or not. So Steph was the most incredible person, and love was her legacy that she left behind, and it still drives us.
And quickly, where can we find you guys?
Yes, people are like, give me all of them.
Yes, you can find us at lovethepeople.co. That's our website, and also we have a pop-up coming up this Friday. We are doing the night market at the Botanical Garden.
So we do a lot of pop-ups, but yeah, so all of our handles are lovethepeople.co, and the website is .co, like .company. So just lovethepeople.co, and if our daughter's watching, hi baby, daddy loves you, princess. So, and hi all the family, we love you guys. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you for supporting us and loving us.
Thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
And maybe we'll have you back just to talk about life.
That's
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We learned a lot, I feel like.
did.